land navigation lane. Tactical land navigation lane. After you complete the Selby Combined Arms Collective Training Facility Urban Assault course, hopefully in under 4 minutes, we're going to loop around using the yellow rope, walking all the way over here after you go to the bathroom, get some water, maybe eat some Lickies and Chewies from the meals ready to eat that you have packed inside of your load-bearing equipment, and you're going to approach the ranger instructor over there under that beautiful tent. So here, you're going to get a brief of the land nav course. This is your tactical land navigation start point. At the start point, you're going to get a map. The map's going to have a very clear boundary of your left and right limits. If you go outside the limit, you're obviously dropped to the bottom place. This is a star course, meaning you have to go 1 point at a time. You can't just go pick wherever you want to go. They're going to give you 1 point. So the first point they give you when you plot it, it's an 8-digit grid. It takes you to Rockwell Field. You can move however you want to get there, on foot, that is. So if you want to use a trail, if you want to run direct line through the woods, you can do that. Also, look at these guys. These guys are smart rangers right here. If you were smart, you packed Lickies and Chewies inside of your gear, like inside of your load-bearing equipment. That way you can actually eat food, refuel. Like really, this is like your lunch, right? You're working lunch right now. So get your nutrition in, because after 13 miles in your body, you've run a half marathon in boots and all your equipment and gear, moving weights. This will destroy you at the end of the day if you're not fueling your body right now. So the priority here, look at Team 14 doing a great job, fueling themselves, eating their food. You're going to get your point. Once you get your point, your time begins. You're going to move from here to Rockwell Field. Your time stops once you get to Rockwell Field. You'll do that distinct lane out there, which is the Javelin Basic Skills Trainer. Then your time starts again. You go to your second point that you're given. I'll take you to Oopatoy Creek, where you're going to do the one rope bridge crossing. Very hard, very difficult, especially now. The Oopatoy Creek is super high due to the 2 inches of rain over the last 2 days at Fort Moore. I said this before, I'll say it again. We only got 3.5 inches on average at Fort Moore in the month of April. We got 2 inches of rain in the last 2 days. So all water levels are going to be extremely high. Also, like safety precautions, we're going to have dive boats out there to make sure these guys are taken care of. One rope bridge is complete. Your time restarts. You're now going to move out to the vehicle Boris identification. Your time stops when you get there. You do that lane, that distinct lane. Then you're your last position, which is the Holcomb Range. You're going to move out to Holcomb Range. You can use the hardball roads there. Taking you to Holcomb Range is the machine gun range. Your time stops, tactical land navigation complete. So event 6 for tactical land navigation will be done. So how this works is Selby is event 5. Let's count the Javelin lane as lane 6. The one rope bridge crossing is lane 7. The vehicle identification with the Raven, lane 8. And then the tactical land navigation movement time finish, lane 9. And then you get to Holcomb Range, and you're going to have 4 ranges and a movement during those ranges. So that'll take you to a total of 14 lanes. And then the last thing we'll do tonight is the night unknown distance foot march, which will be lane number 15. I believe there's about 49 teams left in the competition. Hopefully stats are being posted on the Facebook Airborne Ranger Training Brigade by now. I think they should be. I don't know. I haven't been able to check my phone since I've been on the stream. And that's it in a nutshell. So, teams in this lane, if like you thought ahead of time and you're like, you know what, maybe we'll do something very similar. You could have absolutely gotten range control, gotten some free time to go do land navigation out here, and had a predetermined idea of where you would go. Knowing Fort Moore quite well, being posted here for a long time, there are very distinct trails and roads that you can take pretty much straight to Rockwell Field, and you wouldn't have to be wasting any time going directly through the woods, going through the thicket, right? So smart rangers, they're using those trails and those roads. And if you want to win this event, I put that in quotes, you probably need to be going at a solid airborne shuffle using those roads and trails. If you don't have any experience here, you haven't kind of recon anything, it'll be a little bit more difficult, and you'll tend to fall back to your land navigation technique, which is not a dead reckoning, but going to a very obvious attack point, so like a hilltop, a gully or whatever, and then moving from there. But that's tactical land navigation in a nutshell. Usually weighted 1 or 2 that's movement. what is critical is when you're going through this, you don't get lazy, you don't get like slow and take the next 3 lanes kind of sloppily. Like you're not just showing up and all right, let's just do this, let's get it over with. You need to know, like tell yourself, you and your partner, when I get to this lane, a minute out, hey, turn it on. What's our task condition standards for this next lane? Let's be the best top 10 in this next event, right? Because those are the teams that are taking top 15 every single lane, that have consistency, they're routine, they do it routinely, they perform great, and as a result, you'll see them in the top 10 of the best ranger competition. So that's it. That's tactical land navigation in a nutshell. I'm going to shut this down. I already hear the machine gun shooting, so I'm probably going to miss a couple teams there. Sorry. And then we'll bounce over to the machine gun range, and we'll start our shooting range. It's going to be fun. All right. See you all later. Bye.